Hi, welcome to Sew Like Dotty. This is a little sneaky extra one that I didn't really have planned. I apologise, somebody's cutting the grass outside. But I'm a little bit excited because the new edition 25 of Fibre Mood has launched. Some of you might have already received yours. And when I initially saw it, I was a bit like, not sure about this one. Is there anything I like? But on further kind of nosiness, I thought, there's quite a lot I like in this one actually. So obviously it's going into like the autumn season, sort of moving our thinking in the northern hemisphere towards winter wear. But what last year I was going to do, well, I was going to kind of get for Christmas the digital and paper subscription, which in the UK is about £142, and that gives you every edition, which is 5 a year. Not the special editions, I don't think. It may do, I'm not sure. But also 5 PDF prints. Now, obviously, if you're not familiar with the format, this is one of the previous editions. I think this is from this time maybe last year. And all of the patterns come at the back, so you can trace it off. But there's lots of different sheets and lots of different things on them. But I just felt that I do get patterns, being a brand ambassador for the Dressmaker's Closet, obviously, and I absolutely love those. But I've not bought an awful lot of new patterns for myself this year. I tend to kind of rejig or hack patterns that I've already got, but I do really like the vibe of the Fibre Mood ones. I think they're quite stylish. I think they're quite on trend, and I just feel like you're building up quite a collection because there's usually about 12 patterns in them, but with variations on them it might be about 20 plus, and so you're building up a lot of like a core wardrobe really, I think, with them. So I've not got the paper one to hand. I have ordered it, but on the back of them you see a picture like this that's got all of the different designs in it. I've got the pattern for this one, which is the Kika dress. I've got the pattern and I've got the fabric to make that, so I'm going to make that this year. I did really like this jacket on the front of it, but there's a jacket in the new one that I like even more. I've mentioned the special edition too because I've made this swimsuit a few times. So I've not got the paper edition, but I'm going to drop in some pictures. I did share it on Instagram earlier today, so there are little hearts. I've like put little hearts on the ones that I like. I'm going to just reference it on my phone, so please don't think that I'm being rude, because I'm not at all. So the first, probably the first one I like is the one that's on the cover, which is the coat. Although I like it, I'm not 100% sure that I might make it, but that doesn't mean that I won't make it in the future either. But there's a top that I absolutely love, and that's the one that I'm going to drop the picture of in now. It's in pink and it's got a really big sleeve and a long cuff, and it's very gathered into the cuff. It's maybe a little bit like the Anna Allen Anthea blouse, but I've not got that pattern. I've thought about getting it and didn't, but this one's got buttons down the front. But I guess if you wanted to, you could switch those to the back. And there is another top, which I think might be the same pattern, but with a V-neck and with buttons down. So I'll put that picture in as well. I like both of those, and I can definitely say a blouse or a dress hack in one of those two coming up in the future. There's also a denim shirt dress, which is like a straighter skirt above the knee, but it would be really easy to sort of lengthen that, or I might need to make it a little bit A-line. But what there also is, and I'll drop these pictures in, is a cargo skirt, and I really like that as well. And I guess you could probably do a hack of those two together to come up with a different combination. That won't be a make that I'm doing kind of right now because I've still got a denim jacket to finish, but I am kind of liking the vibe of it, and I may or may not make it. There's a top in it that's quite similar to the Friday Pattern Company Saguaro top, but this one actually comes in a V, so the sleeves and it looks slightly longer. It doesn't look as cropped, but the elastic around the bottom very similar to the Saguaro top, but with I think it's a V-neck and 3 buttons down. I think I might like that one more because I've never been able to get away with the Saguaro top, so I might explore that like in the future. I've ordered some fabric, and Ira, she's not here, so I don't know what I'm whispering for, because she's at home when we were on holiday. She went, please don't have stuff coming from like Amazon every day. I'd like to get a lie in. Well, I'm not planning on ordering anything when I'm away, but I mean, if I've already ordered, I couldn't possibly comment on that. So I've ordered this fabric. I think I've got a picture of it, so bear with me. I don't usually kind of refer to my phone like this. So I've just ordered this morning. There's quite a lot of like quilted fabric out there at the moment. Sorry, I'm just trying to get back into my pictures. There we go. So this one, I'll share a picture. I've got it in, it's like a royal blue, cobalt blue maybe. It's a 4-ounce quilted, so I don't think it'll be overly heavy or thick to work with, but it's also waterproof on the outside. And some of them that are like this, I'll briefly hold this up. Some of them that are like this don't have a lining, so they just have the colour like the blue, the white for the wadding, and then you would need to line them, but this one's lined in a navy blue. And I just thought, I like that. I think it was £7.99 and I got it from Fabric UK. So that's on its way. I think it needs just over 2 meters, but I ordered 3 meters. I think it was 150 wide. I might have got it out of 2. If I do, I might make a bag or something with what's left over. But the one that I've got my eye on for that is a jacket, which I'll drop the picture in obviously so you can see it. And in the picture, it's like a puffer blouse-on jacket, I might have called it. It's got a zip up the front, it's got ribbed cuffs, and it's got an elasticated bottom out of the actual fabric, and then it looks like it's got a ribbed cuff round here, so maybe a little bit similar to the Friday Pattern Company Arlo track jacket kind of vibe, but in a quilted fabric. I think that'll be really nice for the winter. I am planning on making a coat again, but when I'm hopping in and out the car to go to the office and things like that, a jacket's probably more functional for me. And I do really like that one. And there's another picture of the cargo skirt with a blue version of that jacket that I'll pop in. And they look really nice together. There's a couple of things in it that I'm probably not bothered about doing, which are a couple of pairs of trousers, and there's like a sleeveless dress that I don't think would suit my style. But there is a jumper, you might have seen it already. Sorry, I don't know the names of the garments, but I'll try to pop them in on the pictures. And it's kind of a stretch fabric for the jumper, but it's got sort of 2 channels vertically down here, and then something threaded through them, so you can, like, it's like a drawstring, you can draw it up a bit. That just looks quite cute and a little bit different. I fancy making some different jumpers and things this year. And there is also looking at that, like a jumper dress, so I've not put a heart on that because I've just actually noticed it, so maybe a make, I'm not sure. So I thought I'd just share that with you because I'm just really excited about it. It's on its way, so I'll get it when I come back. I've ordered an older one, which is, I'll drop a picture in. It's I think it might have been edition 20, I can't remember, which is the one that had the Judy dress in, which is very similar to this is the indigo. It's a bit of a smocky dress, so I might want to modify it, but I've just been keen to kind of maybe try it and see how it compared. So I've actually ordered the edition that's got that in, because to order the pattern was £10.35 plus printing if you wanted it printing, and to actually buy the editions, like, I think it was about £12. Normally they're about 14 when they first come out, so I've ordered that, so I'm going to have a look at that as well. So yeah, I just thought I would come in. So I've got a jacket in there, a jumper, probably a cargo skirt. I usually find there's not everything I would want to make, but there's a few things that I would want to make at some point, and then I'll just go back to them in the future. So if it's something that you like or you've used in the past, just let us know and drop it in the comments, and that would be lush. All right, I will catch you later, and happy sewing.